All right, gang, this is the deep squat daily routine. If you want to upgrade your deep squat and be able to sit comfortably in this position, you gotta do this every single day. So for this, you are gonna need something to prop your heels up on later in the program. So I have some wedges there. A rolled up yoga mat works really well. If you're in a gym, stacking little weight plates work great as well. Books, a lot of options to use. You're also gonna need something to hang onto to support yourself in a squat. So I'm gonna pull out my stand-up desk and use that. Other than that, let's get into it. So drill one is hip flossing. So we're gonna be down on the ground. We're doing 10 reps a side. And the goal here is to train our body to disassociate the hip from the pelvis. So setting up here, we're gonna elevate one leg. I'm gonna grab my pelvis with my hand so I really feel where it is. And then I'm gonna raise my knee up, taking the hip into external rotation. And I'm grabbing my pelvis here. So if I start to move that pelvis, I can feel it and give myself feedback of, okay, we've maxed out hip rotation, pause there briefly, then drop the knee, raise the foot, go into internal rotation. Again, you feel that pelvis move, stop before that happens, pause and end range of internal rotation. So you're constantly giving yourself feedback not to move the pelvis with the hip. So 10 reps, we're gonna move slowly through each position and we're gonna pause and end range. Here we go. One. Two. Three. Nothing fast about this. 4. 5. 6. Stay dialed the whole time. 7. Really train yourself. Disassociate hip from pelvis. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Cool. And we'll switch sides. Should feel some good hip burn, just like you were using muscles as you were. All right, grab the pelvis on the right side here. Here we go. Remember, pausing and end range and trying to make the smoothest movement you can, transitioning. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Cool. All right, drill 2, we're staying on the ground and we're going shin box rotations with a fold. So we're gonna set up in a shin box, which looks like this. We have our knees bent a little more than 90 degrees. Our foot is almost touching our knee here. So this front leg, we're gonna align our belly button with the knee. We're gonna fold forward to get a nice glute stretch. Come out of that, and then we're gonna rotate, use the hands for assistance to the other side, shin box here, fold on this side. So we're gonna go 10 reps to each side, smooth movement, really feel the rotation happen at the hips as you go side to side, and really feel a nice glute stretch as you make the fold on each side. So here we go. Let's get a fold in on this side. Rotation, set it up. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, last 2. 9, last one each side. Cool, 10. Awesome. All right, drill 3. We are going to a heel sit hold to help build some knee flexion. So this is gonna be a 60-second hold, and we can do it a few ways depending on what you're capable of. So ultimately, we're looking to sit in this position for 60 seconds, torso up tall, totally sitting on the back of our ankles. If you can't do this, you're gonna start in what looks like more of a child's pose. Find a position that works for you, feels doable for 60 seconds. As you're able, get the torso more upright and use your hands as less assistance. So you gotta find that sweet spot that works for you. Don't overdo it at first, slowly build capacity and get to here. So we're gonna do 60 seconds. We'll set it up. Here we go. Just hanging out. If for some reason as you're holding this gets to be too much, just regress the position, put the hands down, lean forward a little bit, take some stretch out of the quads. You can rock side to side if it feels good. Really start to relax those quads. And if you're doing an easier position and you feel like it's, 30 seconds in, it feels easier, make that position a little harder, bring the torso up, use less hands assistance, start to get more stretch through the quads. You got 10 seconds. 2. Cool. All right, so next drill 4, I'm gonna pull out my stand-up desk, use that as assistance for our assisted active squat. All right, the assisted active squat. So I've got my support. I'm gonna set up right in front of the desk, and I'm gonna get in my best deep squat I can. I've got the desk there to hang on to, and so set up in the best squat you can. And if you're new to the squat and you can get way lower by having your feet turned out a bit, that's okay for now, but do recognize over time we want those feet pointed as straight forward as possible. So set up in the squat, really rely on this as assistance. Take a nice breath, and then you're gonna keep your heels flush and you're gonna drive your knees forward as far as you can. So really max out ankle dorsiflexion, heel staying flush on the ground. And then you're gonna think about doing this, but pretend you're not hanging on. You're gonna continue to hang on, but pretend you're not. So what's gonna happen is you're really gonna turn on your tibialis muscle right along the shin to help actively hold that knee forward position. So do that, turn the muscles on, and we're gonna hold strong for 5 seconds. Again, pretend you're not hanging on. You've gotta support yourself. And then relax. So 1 rep is a 5-second hold. We're gonna do 5. Again, you should really feel this tibialis muscle burning to hold you there for that 5 seconds. Here we go. Let's set it up. 5 reps all in a row. We hold for 5 seconds. We take a breath. We go right back. Knees forward. Hold strong, turning on the shin muscles. 2, 1, relax. Right back, knees forward, and get tight. 5, 2, 1. Whew. Take a breath, that's 2. Should be burning by now. Right back. Again, pretend you're not hanging on. Squeeze tight here. 2, 1, 3. 4. 1 more. Knees forward. Hold strong. Whew, cool. And 5. So 1 more drill. We're doing heels elevated squat. So let's get this out of the way and we'll grab our wedges. All right, the last drill, heels elevated squat hold. So I'm gonna use wedges to elevate my heels. If you're at a gym, little weight plates work great. If you're at home, a rolled up yoga mat works really well. Even stacked up books work great too. So we're gonna set our feet up on the wedges. I'm gonna have my feet all the way back on the wedge so I get the most assistance I can. And we're just going to hang out in the squat. So the goal with this last drill is to accumulate 3 to 5 minutes. Listen to your body. If you're really sore at 3 minutes, stick with 3 minutes for a couple weeks, then go to 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 4 minutes, 4:30, 5. And again, it's accumulated, so we're not doing this all in one set. Listen to your body. If at 45 seconds you feel like you're burning all over the place, take a good break and come back to it and build up to that 3 minutes. If even elevating the heels still feels like a big challenge, you can set up in this position and use a little bit of assistance. So like the stand-up desk I was using for the assisted active holds, have that close by, and just as you start to burn, give it a little tap, take some weight off. That'll help you get there. I can't stress this enough. Listen to your body. Don't push past a certain time just to get longer. We do want you to build more time in this position, but we want you to do it safely. So you know, having set goals each week is a really good thing to do. If 3 minutes is a huge challenge, stick with 3 minutes for a couple weeks, then go to 3:30 and on.